No, I guess not.
Welcome to the November 28th, 2023 City Council meeting. Roll call, please.
Mayor Webb.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Londo.
Here.
Councilmember LaCuro.
Here.
Councilmember Sullivan.
Here.
Councilmember Washington.
Here.
And moves us down to the swearing in of council members. We have the Honorable Brian Hartwell here to do the swearing in. Thank you.
Oh, me first?
Stand by this.
Okay.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Brian Hartwell. I'm the judge of the 43rd District Court. It's an honor to swear in the council members tonight. Andrea Washington, will you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I, Andrea Washington,
I, Andrea Washington,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties
the duties
as a member of the City Council of Hazel Park.
as a member of the City Council of Hazel Park.
Congratulations, Councilwoman. Sign above your name. And then the county clerk presents a certificate of election verifying that you've been elected. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations on your re-election.
Congratulations. Would you please raise your right hand and repeat after me?
I didn't cry.
I, Andy LaCuro,
I, Andy LaCuro,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold
that I will uphold
the Constitution of the United States of
the
America,
Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
my duties
my duties
as a member of the City Council of Hazel Park.
as a member of the City Council of Hazel Park.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very good. You sign here above your name. And here's a certificate from the county clerk verifying your election. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Honor, thank you very much for coming out, spending some time with us this evening. We appreciate everything you've done. Thank you.
It's so official.
I'd like to say congratulations to Andrea Washington from the board, and welcome to our council.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And also to the former and often councilman here, Andy LaCuro, has been here a long time, and he's served us well. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And I'd like to take this moment and ask for a motion to elect Alyssa Sullivan to the Mayor Pro Tem position.
I'd like to move that we elect Alyssa Sullivan as Mayor Pro Tem.
Do I have a support?
Support.
Do I have any discussion or dissension?
Discussion.
Yes, sir.
I am extremely grateful for the opportunity to have served as the Hazel Park Mayor Pro Tem for the last year, and couldn't recommend anybody more than my friend and colleague Alyssa Sullivan to pass the torch on to.
Okay. And with no dissension, motion carries. Welcome back to the Mayor Pro Tem.
Thanks.
Any comments?
No, I'm excited to have another woman up here at the dais as an elected here, and congratulations to both of our colleagues here and to everybody else who ran this season, this election cycle in every city. We had, great candidates and new faces, and it's really an exciting time to be an elected official.
It takes us down to the approval of the agenda as presented on the revised.
Move approval of the revised agenda.
I'll second.
Any changes, comments, discussion on the agenda? Hearing none. Motion passes. Public hearing. We will open up the public hearing to PY 2023 Annual Community Development Block Grant CDBG application. If anyone wishes to speak upon the community block grant funds, you're welcome to come to the podium and speak on that particular issue. We will close the public hearing. Mr. Klobuchar?
Yes, Mr. Mayor,
To
the
adopt.
administration recommends approval of the 2024 annual Community Development Block Grant applications and pass the appropriate accompanying resolution approving fund obligations.
Council?
I move approval of the CBDG block grant application.
Support.
Any more discussion? Dissension? Questions? Hearing none. Motion passes. Special presentation. Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month Proclamation.
Mr. Mayor, City of Hazel Park proclamation naming November as Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. Whereas the American Cancer Society estimates that 64,050 Americans will be diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and 50,550 of them will die in 2023. And whereas, according to the American Cancer Society, pancreatic cancer accounts for about 3% of all new cancer cases in the United States, but almost 7% of all cancer deaths, with a 5-year survival rate of only 11%. And whereas the Hirschberg Foundation states that pancreatic cancer is currently the third leading cause of cancer death in the United States after lung and colon cancers, and is expected to rank second by 2030. And whereas pancreatic cancer is difficult to diagnose, with most cases only being detected after the cancer has spread to other sites in the body. And whereas the health and well-being of Hazel Park residents may be enhanced by increased awareness about the symptoms and risk factors of pancreatic cancer, as well as research into early detection, causes, and effective treatments. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that Mayor Mike Webb hereby recognizes November as Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. And I offer this on behalf of our other city attorney, Melissa Schwartz, who is not here tonight because she is feeling under the weather. But her husband, Bruce, tragically passed away from this horrific disease a few years ago. And we all went through that with her and with him, and it was a terrible process. And I'm hopeful that these resolutions and resolutions like this across the country this month will spur our Congress to more aggressively fund research and treatment options for this terrible disease.
Okay. Proclamation has been made. Take the open up to civic announcements from the public. Any civic announcements from the public? Hearing none, seeing none. Civic announcements from City Council. Okay.
Mr. Mayor, I have some civic announcements. Once St. Justin Church will once again host Project Blue Light in memory of our fallen first responders, and that will be at 7 o'clock on December 5th. The Hazel Park Recreation Department will host Lunch with Santa at 12:30 on December 9th. For more information, contact the Rec Department at 248-547-5535. The Junior Vikings will also be holding a bowl-a-thon on December 9th, and that will be at 1 o'clock at Bowl 1 on 14 Mile in Troy. Contact Janice Howard, and we have her number posted on our city Facebook page to contact her to purchase tickets. I think it's $25 for 2 hours of bowling and 2 pieces of pizza, and it will benefit the Junior Vikings organization, which is a highly successful cooperative venture between the City of Hazel Park and the Hazel Park School District with some amazing volunteers, and Janice Howard is one of them, as is Monica Ratti from the Hazel Park School Board, who's in the audience, so I'll thank her as well for all of her efforts on this important program.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody else? I have one.
Sure.
I wanted to remind residents that the MDOT, the Michigan Department of Transportation, is hosting its first public meeting for the I-75 M102 interchange feasibility study. It will take place at our rec center December 13th from 5 to 7:30 p.m. The rec center is at 620 West Woodward Heights. It's a public meeting open to anyone, and really the best way to understand what is going to take place there and also give your feedback because that's what they're seeking.
What was that time again, Alyssa?
5 to 7:30. It's the same night as our mayor's dinner.
Yeah. That's,
Oh.
it's not going to be good.
Okay.
We need to send at least a representative there.
We'll send a department head.
Okay. All right, it takes us to close civic announcements. Open for public discussion. Anyone from the public wishing to speak? It's open mic night. Okay. Discussion is over. Hey, why not? Got to have a little joke once
Next
in a
time we're
while.
going to have somebody come sing.
There you go. Approval of the consent agenda 1 through 10. And motion to do that, please.
Move approval of the consent agenda items 1 through 11.
No, support. I missed one. I'm sorry, sir.
It's a new one.
Oh, there is a new one
There's one on the back, yeah.
on the back.
I caught that at the land application.
Yep.
We got support. Any discussion on these 1 through 11? Thank you. Hearing none, I just want to bring up one thing. Thank you to the, with the resubmission of the number 7 of the police department quote. It come in lower than they expected, I guess.
Well, it came in lower after our police department negotiated with them and showed them some other data from some competing services, and we were able to reach what we think is a good compromise for a service that we like. We want to make sure we're paying the correct price for it. So I'll commend Chief Buchholz, as I normally and often do, for being a good steward of the taxpayers' resources here and negotiating a more favorable price for that service.
Thank you, Chief.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. And let's move on to, hear any dissension to 1 through 11? Hearing none. Motion passes. Administrative report, special land use 996 East 10 Mile.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this has been reviewed by the Planning Commission, and the administration recommends approval with the attached requirements set forth by the Planning Commission. James Finkley is here in the audience if you have any additional or specific questions about that particular agenda item. He is here and available. If not, the administration recommends approval.
I have a motion.
I just have a quick question. Am I allowed to vote on this because I was on Planning Commission and approved this as a commissioner?
It's a good question.
I don't see what the problem would be.
Yeah, I think that
It's not like there's a conflict.
It's not a conflict.
No, but I mean, there's quorum without her, so to
There is.
cause no questions on this issue that the public did debate at length about, I'm
right.
understanding. I think that would be best.
Yeah, I would.
If you're
I
willing.
think, yeah.
No, that's fine. That's why I just wanted to.
Yeah, she should abstain because she's
I will
already
abstain.
on the
There's no
Planning
reason to muddy
Commission.
it.
She can't review her
Then
own.
she has to request
Previous.
from us
Right.
permission to abstain.
Right, and it's a legitimate request.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You are requesting.
Yes, requesting permission to abstain.
Do I have a council member willing to take her?
I'll support that.
I'll second.
There you go. Any other discussion on her requests? Hearing none.
Good
The
looking out.
request is answered. Okay, going to, I need some discussion on this particular issue. Motion to adopt. What do you want to do?
I move that we adopt this land use request with the stipulations
They're listed.
stipulated by the Planning Commission.
I'll second that motion.
It's lengthy.
Any more discussion on this particular issue?
I did want to say after I pulled up the property here on Google Maps, and it's consistent use, similar buildings and similar property use in the area, so I feel comfortable doing special land use.
Didn't that have a limo place in there? Is that what the
It may have. The limo place was
Years
over.
ago.
I think that's where the limo place was.
Yeah.
But Planning Commission, I think, and the Planning Department have done a pretty good job of imposing some conditions, I think, that will make sure that the neighborhood isn't adversely impacted by this business. And if it is, I'm sure, Mr. Lloyd will come and visit us again and tell us all about it. So,
Okay. Motion passes. Any more discussion? Dissension? There we go. And it takes us to old business. Any old business from anyone?
I wanted to bring up the road restriping that we discussed briefly. Can we get a timeline on that, please?
we've already contracted for the road striping on 9 Mile, so we're waiting for the contractor. We're hopeful that will get done before the weather gets too bad to do it, but it may wait till the spring. And then we're going to have to discuss what we want to do with John R., because John R. was already set to have gone, and the state of Michigan rejected our sole provider bidder on that for things that had nothing to do with the city of Hazel Park specifically. So we're going to have to probably rebid that, and we are in consultation with our consulting engineers now on how best to do that. So in the meantime, we've tried to put some more striping down there. We're not ignoring this, but we are a victim of circumstances beyond our control, or else everything would have already been striped.
Okay. Thank you.
Any new business from the city council? Any more? Communications from department heads. Tim Young, our water department supervisor, any comments tonight?
Quick reminder to homeowners that the weather is now here, that you should get out and check your homes for any types of issues that might cause your pipes to freeze, such as your crawl spaces. Please check and make sure that they are properly secured and not allowing the cold wind to blow under any gaps in your foundations, anywhere that cold air could come in. Definitely check out your outside faucets and see if you can shut them down from inside the house. If not, probably some kind of covering over them. They sell nice little styrofoam covers for outside faucets to keep the frost down. Otherwise, we're going to face some cold temperatures soon, and we'd hate to have to come in at 2 in the morning to shut down your house. So let's see if we can do anything we can do. If anybody has any questions, we'll have a flyer put out tomorrow, and it'll also be at our water department as well.
Sir?
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
Chief Bukos?
Thank you, Council and Mayor, for the approval of the Axon agreement. It's useful for us in so many different ways. Internally, it helps us review things. We use it for training. It's used in our prosecutions every day, so thank you for that. That's just on the body cams, and then the taser is the other half, so thank you very much for that.
Thank you for bringing that to us.
And next thing, just a reminder for our citizens, there are groups of people that roam at night that are constantly checking car vehicles just to see if they can get change, whatever. We have 4 young adults arrested right now that are downstairs, and Monday night we had a stolen car, and during our interview, yesterday afternoon, one of our detectives found the suspects walking down the street. They did a great job along with our patrol together to get those people arrested. During their interviews, this all started over, they were trying to get a blunt wrap, and they got turned down. The credit card they had didn't work. So the 4 of them decided to go through the streets and try to get change out of open car doors. Well, they hit the jackpot. They had a newer vehicle with a key fob in it, and they got in the car, and went on their quest to get their blunt wraps, which they were able to do with the credit card that was in the car also. Then they went joyriding for a while, continued on, showed off to their friends what they got, and once we got investigating, the vehicle's recovered, and we got lucky finding them walking down the streets in the same clothes they had from the night before. So it'd make our jobs easier if you lock your doors. That'd be great. So thank you.
Also, the people leave the cars running in this cold weather too.
Yes, thank you for that. Yes, I know there's devices that start your cars and keep them safe. I'm not a big fan of it. So, but thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Chief.
Lock your doors.
Any other department heads out there want to come up and have any comments? Seeing none, over to our City Attorney, Amanda Mason.
You know, I don't have much to say, but I'm sure Melissa, if she was here, would want to say thank you to you all for continuing to support the cause of pancreatic cancer, which is very near and dear to her heart. Right. I did go through and watch what she went through with that, and I think, you know, the foundation that she has started, the walk and run that she started on behalf of Bruce, and how she has survived this is amazing. And I just wanted to say thank you on her behalf, because I'm sure she would wish she could say that. So, but nothing from me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Communications from our city manager, Edward Klobuchar.
Yeah, again, I'll just echo what Amanda Mason said about pancreatic cancer and cancer in general. It's a failing of human culture that we're not making more progress on that, and I think that we need to double the amount of money that's going for research on this horrific killer, and we need to, in the 21st century, we need to track this thing down, and we need to come up with better and more effective treatments that will eradicate this disease from the face of the earth. That said, I want to thank everybody who participated in the lighting ceremony last week. We brought it back to Hazel Park for the first time in about, I think, 18 or 19 years, Hazel Park City Hall, and it was well attended, and I want to commend the employees here at City Hall who really put in the extra effort to be able to decorate City Hall and do a good job. So, very proud of them. Michigan's system of municipal finance remains fundamentally broken, and we're going to keep an eye on what's going to be happening in Lansing. I don't think much will be happening for the next couple of months, but we're still going to actively lay the foundation for what we hope are some favorable legislative actions that will help cities be more financially viable in the future. So, again, a lot of cool things happening here, a lot of cool events happening in the next month or so for the holidays. So lots to do in Hazel Park. Look forward to seeing everybody. That's all I have. Welcome, Andrea Washington. Congratulations on your election. Congratulations, Andy LaCuro, on your 571st victory. And look forward to working with everyone. This is, you'll see that your colleagues are good. This is a good council. There are a lot of dysfunctional councils, and this is not one of them. So I'm blessed, and I speak for all the employees when I say we're grateful that we have a council that works together and looks for solutions and puts the best interests of the city of Hazel Park ahead of any of their own personal agendas and things like that. So welcome on board, and can't wait to get some great things done working with you.
Okay, thank you. I am going to ask Andrea Washington to make her comments, please.
Hey.
Council Member Washington.
Hi, thank you. I'm happy to be here. It's been a journey, so I'm very excited to sit here at this dais with these lovely council members and city employees. I'm happy to make history, and I'm happy that my mom is here to witness it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, and welcome. Councilmember LaCuro.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Congrats, Andrea, and welcome. It was an interesting campaign, and glad that's over. Anyway, thanks for everybody coming out. It is cold. Check on your neighbors, the elderly, if there's somebody that you haven't seen that's shut in, or maybe we can even shovel the snow for the folks, put some ice melt out for the older neighbors. And just wanted to say happy holidays, whatever. I'm not sure when we're going to have our next meeting next month, but
December 12th,
okay. So I hope everybody had
the meeting for December.
hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. If you love somebody, tell them. If you have children, hug them every day and tell them you love them. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you. And we're going to go to the formerly known as Mayor Pro Tem Londo, since he wants to go ahead and give us a speech. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
On you, sir.
Oh, you're good. Congratulations, Councilmember Lucchero, on your re-election. You have been a member of this body for over half the time that I've been alive, which is extremely impressive. Congratulations, Councilmember Andrea Washington. Very excited to be able to call you that, and our city and this council is made stronger by your presence, so congratulations. Also want to recognize Al Castanelli for throwing his hat in the ring. It is difficult to run for office. You put your life under a microscope, and it's a huge challenge. So I just really want to thank him for throwing his hat in the ring. I was not able to attend the tree lighting ceremony, but it sounded like it was phenomenal. So thank you to everyone that came out, especially the members of this body that were there in my stead. And then lastly, would like to just recognize this body for the proclamation tonight, as well as share the reason I wasn't able to make tree lighting is because I had found out the night before that my niece was diagnosed with Langerhans cell histiocytosis, which is a form of cancer that affects people typically under the age of 10. My niece is 5, and a cancer diagnosis is something I hope nobody has to go through, especially pediatric. That said, it is a predominantly treatable form of cancer with phenomenal health outcomes, and we're not tremendously worried, and we're encouraged by the scans and the tests so far. But what I really want to use with my time here is just to say thank you. The outpouring of support from everybody has just been humbling, and I'm extremely honored and grateful for all the support. I'm not a native Hazel Parker. I came here 7 years ago, and the way that this community has not just adopted me, but my family as well, is extremely moving. And my sister and her daughter are from clear across the state, but that didn't stop the police department, the fire department, numerous members of city staff, friends, neighbors, and complete strangers from donating to a GoFundMe we set up to ease the burden for my family. So I just really wanted to say, on behalf of my family and behalf of my niece, thank you to absolutely everyone. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And to our new Mayor Pro Tem, Alyssa Sullivan. Thank you.
Thank you. I apologize that I was speaking to Ed before your emotional moment, but I wanted to make sure I had information correct. But I also want to extend my sincere wish of a good health outcome for your family member. It's terrifying news. And I also want to echo the sentiments of other people here at the dais. I'm really grateful to know the people up here and the way that we all kind of share in each other's struggles. As somebody who has struggled and had this community really stand behind them this time of year, it's very emotional for me every time. So I'm going to keep mine light and just remind people that we do have a lot of holiday events coming up in the community. We have some visits, some holiday visits at our library on December 2nd, at our rec department on December 9th, and then at our museum on December 16th. If you're hoping to get your kids out to see Santa Claus, he will be in and around the city those dates. Also, I want to remind people that the holidays are a very difficult time to be alone, and that there is help available. There are people there to support you, and you can just text 988 at any time and get access to those services and to people that can get you resources and help if you're struggling. So people care about you. This community really stands behind people, so don't hesitate to reach out if you're struggling during the holidays.
Thank you. I just say thank you for coming out this evening. I believe that you heard a lot of stories, just briefly, about how our community supports each other. And there's many more out there over the years that we've all went through. And my feelings go out for your family, Ms. Councilman Mondo, and how things are going. I hope everything comes out well. You know, we've all had family members with those illnesses and everything else in our lives, but we all hope for the best outcome, and I believe it. You know, we all have our prayers for everyone that we know. I'd also like to say that we try to live our community here. It's 2 miles square, and we all have. It's a small community within a big city. And we all know someone in our community that knows how to get a hold of one of us up here. One way or another, we'll find out what's going on. Whether it be one of the boards or personally somebody walking into my shop or here at City Hall or one of your doors, they knock on at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning, which I've had done, okay? Which you get to know your community is better that way and how everybody is going to approach you. And I think this works out for the best, that we all have that humbling experience of talking to our people, the residents here, and the people that elected us. And I'd also like to say thank you for the tree lighting. The employees here did a wonderful job. I've never seen City Hall so decorated in my life. The few times I was here back in the day when it was here at the City Hall, and we had it at other areas before, but it was beautiful this year and turned out very well. And it went back to the actual part of enjoying the tree lighting and Santa with the kids, and that's really what it's all about, is having the excitement of the kids having to enjoy that day, and of course the parents. But also I'd like to say thank you to all our department heads through another glorious good year of helping and looking out in concerning ways for other people within our community. And our city council, if I speak for all of you, thank you again. This, from the bottom of our hearts, to the City Council for looking out for those needy people within our community. Our employees do what they can to help those that may be misfortuned, but they do what they can. And we appreciate the employees that go the extra mile. So I also want to say that we have one more comment on what Chief Bucos had. I had someone text me a couple of days ago about people shaking Amazon packages around their bikes on people's porches. So if you got your Ring cameras, keep an eye on them. And the chief is right. If you have an opportunity for someone to take some for you, then you maybe need to tighten up your security around your home. Because there is those people, unfortunately, in this world that will take advantage of a bad situation or just someone that has unlocked doors. So. Is there any comments anyone else like to make, or any new suggestions for the year?
Did we talk about the angel tree out in our?
Oh, the giving tree, you mean?
The giving tree, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
We have a giving tree. We'll post some information on that on the city's Facebook page. I know it's out there, and what you do is you take something from the giving tree and you agree to go and purchase that item, and then you bring that back, right, and you have it. We're collecting items for families. We know what their needs and wants are for these families, so all we ask is that if you do take a gift from the giving tree, that you do actually purchase the gift,
yeah, exactly,
bring it back.
Unwrapped.
Unwrapped,
yes.
Unwrapped. Yep, absolutely.
Our employees will take care of it. They're very good at handling this, and it helps out a lot of needy families and children.
And we do work together, too. Amy Krupe from the Hazel Park School District is here as well, the superintendent, and we always participate with the Holiday Basket program and things like that. The city works with the schools on that. So we want to make sure that nobody in Hazel Park goes without a Christmas.
Right.
So, please contact either, we'll post the contact information on the Facebook page and on the website, but if you need a holiday basket, you can contact the schools, and they'll be more than happy to help you with that as well.
Thank you. We have a motion to adjourn, please.
Wait, we have a short executive session. Literally, it will be
It's short.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Really short.
I'll make a motion to move to executive session.
For purposes of contract negotiations.
Purposes of contract negotiations.
Support.
Any changes, discussion? We'll be right back in 5 minutes.
And pending litigation. Yep. That's
Increased.